So this is just a little update to show you what the apple green Rit dye does on the Molly rucks. And this was an MBC carrier, but I removed the stitching on the inside to make it a sleep system carrier. Basically that's what apple green does, and that is Camel. Comes in a lot darker shade of tan, almost looks like a coyote tan. So that filled the white parts really well, and the grayness just got enhanced just by like a margin, and it creates a pretty nice desert pattern, or even autumn, if you will. Whereas this on camera seems much grayer, but I can guarantee you this is as green as it gets. And the white parts, as you can tell, are much lighter, and the gray camouflage just basically looks like a mossy kind of green. Bits where the pack was frayed a bit turned out a lot greener. I don't know if you can tell, but basically this is a pretty good job. Much better compared to the previous Dharma acid dyes. One thing to note though is that, strangely enough, the inside of the rucks and the MBC carriers are much darker, have absorbed a lot more of the dye in both cases. I don't know if you can tell, but I mean, look at this vivid green compared to what looks on camera like standard ACU UCP. Almost feels like a yellow or neon green, sorry. Whereas this proper dark coyote tan, much darker than on the outside. So a lot of the dye, I assume, is also seeping through from the other side, because the outer layers have a tendency not to pick up as much color, from what I found. But yeah, Rit dye is definitely the way to go. So if you're planning on doing this yourself, I hope you can draw your own conclusions as to what works and what doesn't, and the end results. By the way, just to mention, these were brand new when I picked them up, so the contrast in color shows really beautifully, as opposed to, say, the other ACU ruck that I dyed with acid Dharma dyes. I mean, look at the difference. One just turned basically really gray. I tried I wanted to basically lighten the shade of gray, I suppose, and tried the coyote. I mean, pardon me, the camel, the Rit dye camel, but it just didn't really do anything much other than darken the whole thing again. I can see some difference, but overall the pack just got really dark. You can barely tell from a distance even anything in terms of the camo, the difference that it creates. Whereas if you can see this, I mean, that is miles different. And obviously that one down there, which is the camel on the left, and the green, apple green, on the right. So yeah, I hope this helped you in your quest for trying this stuff out yourself, if that's what you're keen on. But it is a bit of a learning process. So yeah, signing out this time. Thank you for watching.